Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I am excited to be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1987 series. Currently we are on Season 3, Episode 39, The Missing Map. I'm hoping that I'm going to be enjoying this episode just as I do for every single episode of this show. We are in the final stretch of episodes of the third season of this show, and soon we're going to be getting into Season 4, which I'm really excited for. Because I'm hoping for another, I guess, kind of like a switch up, or just kind of like a change of pace or something for that season. Especially because Season 4 also is gonna have about 40 or so episodes or something along those lines. And I'm just, and like, I'm enjoying what Season 3 of this show has been. It's been basically the most enjoyable season of this show, period. So that has been good, but at this point I'm just asking for something new, you know? And it would be very annoying if the two seasons of this show that are the longest by far are both kind of like the same. Like, I'm just gonna get tired of the same thing for like 80 episodes, you know? But yeah, there's still time until we get to Season 4, so let's focus on Season 3 here. And yeah, I don't really know what to expect with this episode. I'm expecting at best some kind of a mystery with a missing map. I don't know what that's gonna be about, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna have fun with this episode. Also, now that I think about it, I know it's just a random thought, but we haven't seen Usagi in a while, so I really hope we get to see him, if not in this episode, then in one of the next couple, because I'm gonna be recording a bunch today in one sitting. So yeah, he was a fun character. I hope we see him again, but I don't really have much to go off of in regards to what I expect about this episode based on the title of it, so I think we should just get into it and find out how fun it's going to be. But before we do, as usual, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon or Ko-fi account, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we should just get into the episode. Without further ado, we're gonna get into Season 3, Episode 39, The Missing Map, in 3, 2, 1. Man, I love how much this show gives me this Saturday morning cartoon vibe. It literally brings me back to the early 2000s, when there was no satellite TV, no internet, in my country at least, and I only got to watch this kind of, like, 90s cartoons. That just Saturday morning cartoon vibe is so good, because I literally only could watch those cartoons on Saturday because we only had like 10 or 11 TV channels. I gotta make a video at some point talking about the kind of technology I grew up with compared to what we have now, because it's wild.
There I was, Shredder and his foot soldiers moving in. My brother Turtles were no help.
What is this kid doing here again?
Wrong. We passed out from boredom.
Bag the story, Donatello. I want to show the little dudes our scrapbook.
Wow!
Why have you even brought his brother?
Turtle scrapbook. These are the most valuable things in our scrapbook.
Yeah, share that with a bunch of kids who are very likely going to want to take this.
Oh, that's right. Blab it to the whole world.
And this is the evidence of Shredder's conspiracy.
Conspiracy? It proves that Shredder conspired to get Master Splinter thrown out of the Foot Clan.
You mean this could reinstate Master Splinter into the Foot Clan?
Why haven't you not used that
Shredder
then?
the boot.
Wow! I bet Shredder would love to get his hands on this.
We must prevent that at all costs.
So why are you telling the kids that? Have you never met kids? When you tell them not to do something or imply that they shouldn't do something, they always do it.
If you don't mind, I'd like to finish my story. Uh-oh. It's late.
See, I told you this little shit was gonna do this shit.
Yeah, and thanks for letting me come along.
That was the stupidest part.
Remember your brother's bravery, Walt.
Should have brought his female friend again. I really liked her.
Walt, that's the turtle's document pouch.
Well, it fell out of that scrapbook, so I took it for a souvenir. The turtles don't need a map to their lair anyway.
But Master Splinter can use that evidence to clear his name with the Foot Clan.
Yeah, and also the bad guys can easily get it from you little
You
dipshit.
get to be an honorary turtle. You get a turtle com. I don't get anything.
Because you're an asshole.
Get that back! It's turtle property!
Huh. He must have gone home to cry to Mommy. I bet even little brother could find the turtle's lair with this.
Turtle power! And I'm taking this back to
Uh-oh.
Shredder!
I'll take that pouch if you don't mind.
I do mind!
I was gonna say that.
Eddie, after him.
Can you do something yourself? Stop bossing people around.
Wow! Look at this stuff! What do thee think?
I think that thou had better find that brat now.
Right, boy.
Hey, let go of me!
Search him.
Man, this is the 4th episode of a TMNT show that barely features the turtles. It's starting to get annoying.
Krang has ways of making him talk.
I already reacted to 3 episodes of Rise of the TMNT in which the turtles were barely present.
Come on, kid.
Please don't give me that shit in the 1987 series as well.
This is Zack calling the turtles! Emergency!
Oh, can't those numbskulls even handle a boy?
I mean, you don't seem to be able to handle it yourself, so no. I'm gonna go with no.
Your friends can save you now.
I've got to get out of here.
Save your brother, you asshole!
Somebody help me!
Out of my way. Hey, you! Stop chasing that kid.
Oh wow, cops for once actually facing off against the Shredder, huh?
But I'm sure somebody will. Now, where did he go?
So much for that.
Aha! You won't get away from me.
All cops are useless.
I care nothing about your little Foot Clan or your feud with Splinter. I have more important things to do than extract information from boys.
Oh, do this for me and
Yes?
I'll work Saturdays for a month.
Well,
Please.
I love it when you beg. All right, prepare the thought extractor.
Why are you even touching that?
I made this mess, and I'm gonna fix it.
Hey, at least you're being responsible.
From me, boy. Nobody escaped from Shredder.
Yeah.
This has not been a red letter day.
Security guard said Shredder was chasing a teenage boy through the crowd.
Did he say where they went, April?
Finally, we get to see the turtles in their own show.
We better check it out. Let's go.
Attention all splash buckets! Prepare for a sudden sinking feeling!
At least no spin drying, please.
We turtles always fight.
Rest in pieces. Little mutant pieces.
That'll hold them for a while.
And we'll kill them forever.
Dispensers.
How are you able to do all this shit?
How can what little
Man, you guys are fucking pathetic. A fucking 8-year-old is fucking you over completely.
Eyeball missile control. I wonder what these do.
Like, Zach's in trouble. They took him to the Technodrome. Why'd they do that? Why? Well, you see,
Let's worry about that later. First, we've got to rescue him.
It's because that little shit stole something that doesn't belong to him.
Missile time.
Oh no.
I don't even understand why he did it. You guys are pathetic. How is this kid fucking making fools out of you?
I can't leave you alone for a minute.
Would you shut up and help?
Oh, now you want his help. How did a fucking 80-year-old manage to fuck you over this bad?
Suppose you failed to get the map from that kid's brain.
And I suppose you succeeded where we failed.
Not exactly. But at least I didn't let some brat almost wreck the Technodrome.
Yeah. I don't know what's more impressive, how stupid these guys are to allow that to happen, or how smart the kid is to be able to cause that to happen.
This surveillance drone will keep track of him and
The fuck is that?
he gets to it.
What? Where the hell did you pull that transformer shit from?
It's a techno rover. Turtle power! Let's stop this guy in his tracks.
All right, Shredder, this time you're Zack.
Zack,
What?
what are you doing in a techno rover?
Escaping? Making a fool out of the Shredder and Krang?
Turtles, what's going on?
Long story.
Talk, busy day.
Let me repeat. The army is in control, and there's no need for panic.
I think there's a big need for panic right now. Although again, I don't really understand what's gonna happen if he really gets it. Like, it's a minor thing. Like, ooh, he's gonna protect his reputation with the Foot Clan. Big deal. Why go inside the truck?
Michelangelo and Donatello are trapped in there.
I gotta help stop
I mean, they trapped themselves there. They could easily have run in front of the truck.
I think we're cooked.
Well, you fucked yourself over. You have nobody to blame but you.
Leave him alone.
Oh yeah, who's gonna make me?
I am.
That still does not redeem you, dude.
I hate no free rides, chump.
Nice of somebody to remember me.
Come on, we're gonna grab those creeps for keeps.
Come on, Leo and Raph, wreck shit up. Be as badass as your sequels, as the 2003 versions of you.
Are you okay, boss?
This has been one of the worst days of my life.
And one of the worst episodes of this show for me.
Now we can kick back and cool out for a change.
What about Shredder? He could be on his way here right now. You never got the map back.
Who says we didn't? I substituted a phony map before he even got there.
Speaking of Shredder, he should be dropping out of the picture just about now.
There. That must be the door to their lair.
Are you sure this is the turtle's lair, boss?
Shut up and swim.
Turtles,
So much for that.
But it turned out well, and you had a chance
Didn't
to show
really.
your true courage.
that's why we've decided.
That you can be the 6th turtle.
You mean it?
No, the sixth turtle is whatever her name was from last episode, I think.
We're a 7th and an 8th turtle, and the 4 of us can retire.
Or you could have a big Power Rangers team, you know? That's also an option. But yeah, you already have sixth turtle. That girl from that one episode, I think it was the last episode, if I remember correctly. Give me a second to check. Yep, it was the last episode. She is the sixth turtle. This douchebag shouldn't be even the 7th one, but if you're gonna count him, he is the 7th one. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this episode. I feel like you can easily tell throughout my reaction. I didn't even have much to say. Now, that might be because I've already reacted to a lot of stuff today, so I feel a little bit burned out, don't really have much to say because of that, but I just didn't really enjoy it that much. And one of the reasons why is definitely because it's the 4th episode in a row of a TMNT show to kind of barely feature the Turtles and focus on some other characters. Because I recorded reactions to 3 episodes of Rise of the TMNT before sitting down to do this one. And all 3 of those episodes focused on April, with some other characters in each one. In one of them it was Splinter, in the other one it was Mikey, and in the third one it was Donnie. And here, it's not quite as egregious. You still have the Turtles in a decent sized part of the episode, but it's still like, at best, a 60-40 split in favor of the dipshit kids, which I don't even care for. It's like, I don't hate necessarily the 5th Turtle, aka Zach, I think his name is. I didn't really care for him in his episode, didn't like it, didn't hate it. I liked his friend last episode, but I fucking hate his brother, so how am I supposed to enjoy these little dipshits fucking taking majority of the screen time? It's just like, I don't care about them, so stop, why are you showing them in my face, you know? So that kind of ruined the episode for me. I wouldn't call it like badly made or anything. There were still kind of moments that I enjoyed. And especially the moment where Leo saves Raph from falling from the blimp. Kind of, for some reason, really reminded me of the 2003 series. I really wonder, as we get through this series, especially once we get into the Red Sky arc, am I really gonna start getting TMNT 2003 vibes? Because I'm already seeing far more similarities with the 2003 Turtles than I ever thought they would be. Especially when it comes to, like, the voice actors. It's like, weirdly enough, and I think I mentioned this before in some previous episode reaction, but so I'm sorry for repeating myself, but it's like I can weirdly tell why they made the choices for the voices of the Turtles in the 2003 series that they did by having seen this incarnation. It's like those voices make so much more sense now. Because like before that, I was never like, oh wow, this guy doesn't sounds like how Leo should sound, or this guy sounds like how Raph should sound. But now I kind of get that. Having seen these original Turtles, it makes so much sense why they went with the choices that they did for the 2003 series. It's like, this version of Leo does not sound dissimilar to the 2003 version of Leo. This version of Donnie sounds decently similar to the 2003 one. This version of Mikey has some similarities with the voice of the 2003 one. The most major difference is between the Raphs, but it still kind of makes sense with the kind of character that the 1987 Raph is written as. It makes sense why they went with the voice actor that they did for the 2003 series. So yeah, that's honestly the most enjoyable part of the episode for me, when it actually focused on the Turtles. It just weirdly reminds me of the 2003 series in a good way, so I'm perfectly happy with those moments, especially because I'm really wondering how my perspective of the 2003 series might change after having seen all of these different incarnations. Because again, I'm reminding you, because maybe you've forgotten, just in case, once I'm done with Rise of the TMNT, which we are almost at the end of, I will be doing the next Mutation live-action series, because it's the only audio-visual content of TMNT that I haven't reacted to yet. So I'll do that. Then once we are done with that, I'm going to completely focus on finishing the 1987 TMNT series as quick as I can. And once we are done with all TMNT content that we have available, I will go back and rewatch and do re-reactions to the 2003 TMNT series, because right now it's the one with the lowest quality videos, with the lowest quality reactions, many of them being basically unwatchable. So I just want to fix that. Plus, it feels wrong for my favorite incarnation of TMNT to have the worst quality reactions, whereas the ones that I don't really like much, or at least anywhere near as much, like this, or Rise of the TMNT having the best reactions just feels very wrong, so I just want to do reactions. And like I said, I'm curious to see how my perspective is going to change on the 2003 series, having seen so much TMNT content. But yeah, I got a little bit sidetracked. The point is, I don't really care for most of this episode. I enjoyed seeing the turtles. Some moments there were fun, but by and large, this was a boring and annoying episode. So hopefully next one is going to be better, but I don't really have too much hope, especially because I'm getting really tired. I have to record 2 more episode reactions and then go to bed, but this is the life of a YouTube reactor. You just really have to grind, especially when the videos don't really get as much views as I wish they did, but yeah. Anyway, in many ways, it still felt like a quality Season 3 episode. It's like, this is still far more entertaining than pretty much any episode of Season 1 and Season 2, and I hope that kind of quality keeps throughout Season 4 as well once we get there, but it is what it is. But yeah, in terms of a rating, I think I'm gonna go with a 7.7 out of 10 for this episode. It's still decent, but it's like, it's very frustrating after 3 episodes of a TMNT show with barely no TMNT characters in it, to have another episode of another TMNT series with minimal screen time for the turtles. It's just very frustrating, and that really kind of ruined the episode for me. So hopefully next one is going to focus on the goddamn turtles, which are the main characters. Jesus Christ. What is with shows fucking not having focus on their main fucking characters? It's annoying. And the thing is, it's not even something... It's like this fucking virus that right now is in a couple of current shows on TV. Has gone back in time and infected Rise of the TMNT and TMNT 1987, because shows like The Mandalorian and The Flash, for some reason, barely focus on their main characters. And now these shows barely focus on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's really annoying. But yeah, it's a decent episode, but I ultimately don't really care much for it, so hopefully next one's gonna be better. But I am curious, what do you guys think about this episode? So comment thoughts down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corvidette, and Andrew. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!